to the stars with me. This is Letters to Some Celebrity. On this episode, I reach up to John. Dear John, I'm sorry, dude, but we gotta call it quits. You must be used to it. I could imagine the watered crack houses of East Tarnation bogging down the old-school phone lines, trying to get a last fuck you in before the other end hangs it up. Some dehydrated dog walker trying to rationalize grandma's viral racism to a beautiful blue-eyed millionaire who'd never worked a day in her life on their second date. He's all flustered because the dinner prices were a surprise attack and Grandma threw the social media curveball, exposing his redneck past to this charmed art student. So it was a different time and dementia and getting eye rolls from across the table. He'd never have died on such a hill if he'd felt confident the credit card wasn't coming back to the table all chopped up, and the third $12 Heineken was a mistake. Anyway, before the appetizer made it out, they knew they'd fade away from each other's young lives. Or the screams in a car unparked and furious outside a birthday party. Two window-fogging red faces trying to sign a truce in the space-time between the angry cockpit and the balloon-tied front porch. Memories of relationships when the love's gone rotten makes it easy to believe it wasn't ever edible in the first place. Maybe all along it was a black banana. Perhaps we were blinded by fruit flies. We were only hallucinating off the fumes of some tropical mold. No way I could have loved that human, right? And yet, we did. Your famous letter, the penciled goodbye, breaking up longhand, the Dear John is thought to have caught on as a shorthand for go fuck yourself back in World War II. There's no good time to do it, so there's no better time. Even if you, John, are over there turning 19, shooting European contemporaries and saving Private Ryan, doesn't mean Sally shouldn't deny her short life's desires. Hardest one I ever scribbled was a fevered goodbye to good old C2H5OH. That's the molecular formula for trouble, for courage, for selfishness, for compulsion, for New Year's Eve, for Sunday football, and for dive bar regrets, for hangovers, for divorce and marriage, for sick spinning in bed, for lost time and oblivion. For me, it was everything, and that was the problem. I tell you, John, the goddamn stuff wrote me an ultimatum, a strong-armed demand that I give up everything I'd ever wanted so as to devote myself in holy matrimony to Wild Turkey 101 and fucking Ritalin. But whoever makes you choose makes the choice. Something like that. So I went to worshiping a new state of mind, self-deceiving, pretending we were just on a break, till I got enough distance to see the momentum for what it was. Worst one I ever received myself was a haunting silence that stretches on, infinitely awful. An unreckonable blank suicide note that I can't stop reading. A dial tone after laughter like the voice of God hitting bad reception just after saying, "So the meaning of life is..." Then two tones, 350 and 440 hertz, harmonize and let you know you missed your shot. It's gone forever. Which leaves me stumbling in a dark airplane hangar, wondering how much of my last sentence even landed before the line snapped and just how deep is this thing anyway. All you got's the echoes of the world you imagined, auto-tuned and cut together with your own nonsense, current and piercing. Just a stack of old newspapers you won't touch till you want to light a forest fire, 'cause you know you already covered the things in annoying notes, embarrassing opinions. Still life martyrdom and AI hallucinations replaced the lies we'd grown comfortable with. You can jet ski and Vegas show your way toward giggles, freebase and bet it all in the warm, distant glow of a dying sun that grows to death just like we do. Imagine for a moment getting ripped to pieces by a pack of robotic dogs. Don't finish your thought, just railroad them and plead irony. Say you gotta go to the bathroom just to stop a perfectly pleasant conversation about a YouTube video. Then wash your hands and dream of rose pipes you shared with the dead. We write to you about yesterday and the guy we were. It's not some far-removed black and white picture of a great somebody. I mean, in some sense, it's still myself. Don't gotta 23andMe the guy in the mirror to see the continuity from 10 minutes ago. But 10 years? Well, sometimes I don't recognize a JPEG and I shudder away the past. So you try to write the letter to last year, to move on through space-time and hope a road trip will gas up the minutes and hours so you don't gotta deal with that old son of a bitch anymore. Like a high school friend that claims you changed, as if at 14 you'd both achieved statutory perfection. And with each step away from Ohio, you've shit the bed and lost touch with the highest number. You totaled your balance beam and so it's crooked. And you're palsied and you grin and write another goodbye to another moment, already gone as it unfolds before you. Love, Brian.
Live.